Greetings and thank you so much for being a part of our 10-year anniversary celebration. I've already talked a little bit about Connect Church, but we can't forget Connect Sports. It's actually been 11 years for Connect Sports because I always tell folks we were a basketball and cheerleading league before we became a church. So really Connect Sports is 11 years old, but we officially are celebrating the anniversary of Connect Church and Connect Sports this year. Thank you so much for your support. And let me just tell you a little bit about Connect Sports. It was started by my wife, Gayla, and I. She was the first cheer commissioner, and I was the first league director. And none of us have really been coaches before. We were sports folks. My wife was trained in African dance, and I just grew up playing all sports and all recreational organized sports, and was able to start a league right here in South DeKalb. And the goal of Connect Sports is simply this: bring families together by providing parent resources, teaching youth life skills and leadership skills through sports and fitness and education, mentoring, and mental health programs. And I'm so glad that 10 years later, Connect Sports is still serving the community. It started with 9-week seasons of basketball and cheerleading, and we used to lease DeKalb County schools. And when we leased DeKalb County schools, we started at Oakview Elementary, then we moved to Exchange Recreation Center, and then most of our journey was at Columbia Middle School, all within DeKalb County. And I would say the crux of us was being able to minister to some of the forgotten about people that were athletic but just couldn't afford sports programming. So for us, we always sponsored hundreds of kids in Connect Sports. We always told children, don't let cost be an excuse for you not cheering or you not being a part of a basketball league. And that's how it really got started. And it evolved into tutoring programs, evolved into food ministry, outreach, street evangelism, youth life skills training, and really bringing the whole family together on Saturday mornings to really have a great, fun family weekend. And I tell you, the county, DeKalb County, they recognized what we were doing, and they said, you know, Pastor Tez, Connect Sports is so good that we don't want to charge you for renting our facilities. We were the only outside entity that was allowed to rent and lease DeKalb County school facilities for free because we were helping so many kids and providing youth sports for free and really sponsoring so many children through our endeavor. So for 6 years, Connect Sports never had to pay a leasing fee for DeKalb County. The only thing we paid for was for custodians to open doors and lead. But not only did we do the 9-week seasons, we also did camps in the summer. We were known as the $10 sports camp in the summer. And I'm going to tell you, at that camp, we would provide food, breakfast, sports, whether if it was basketball, cheerleading, baseball, and soccer. And we would also, of course, provide the gospel of Jesus Christ, encouraging young people. And I'm proud and excited to say that many young adults have taken those skills into college. Some are now parents, some are now married, some are now leading families because we planted seeds to show them how to live life as men and women of God and men and women of integrity. So that's Connect Sports. And I tell you, I remember Connect Sports when we started doing camps. I remember one of the first camps we did, we started out in the morning, people were on the soccer field, people were in the basketball gym, people were cheerleading, and all of a sudden by 10 o'clock, kids started passing out, just one right after the other. And we were just like, what is going on? We always had a medical team that would aid kids when they needed help. But then we quickly discovered that many of the kids that we were serving had not eaten in over a day. So they were going into these activities and hadn't eaten in over 24 hours. And that's why they were passing out from dehydration and hunger. So after that, of course, we started serving food and breakfast at the beginning of every sports camp. but it also gave birth to things like the food pantry. I don't know if you guys know this, but Connect Sports is a full 501c3 organization. And through the Connect Sports Food Pantry and outreach, we actually serve at least 100 families every week with food and meal services. And we're talking about healthy foods from meats to vegetables. And we just have vendors and grocery suppliers that supply us with our needs to support our community. But just so grateful for what God has done at Connect Sports through this ministry over the past 10 years. So I know what you're thinking. What does the future look like for Connect Sports and Connect Church? Well, God has given us this beautiful church with 5 acres of land. In the back of our church, we want to build 2 outdoor fully furnished basketball courts with gym seating to serve our community. And y'all, it's going to be a huge opportunity to be able to serve our Connect Sports basketball and cheerleading, rain or shine, within our community. And we've already started to develop plans. We already are starting to select partners to be a part of this endeavor. And my challenge to you is be a part of what's going on at Connect Sports. Y'all, it's going to be 2 fully lit basketball courts covered with the outdoors exposed, but also fully functioning bathrooms so that people can use facilities, whether if it's for gym or dressing and that sort of deal. But then also we're looking at doing grass courts where we're able to do things like pickleball or jazz on the lawn event or gospel events. But then and also within the outskirts, we're hoping to do planting boxes and farming land to help fill up our food pantry and source food within our community. God is doing and about to do some amazing work through Connect Church and Connect Sports, and I hope that you will be a part of it. This endeavor, we imagine, is going to cost us about $500,000. But is anything too hard for our God? God has shown that He is faithful, He is the provider, and He is certainly watching over this church and this ministry, this nonprofit, Connect Sports. And my prayer is that you'll raise your hand and say, Pastor Tez, I want to be involved in what Connect Sports is doing. Become a partner. Go to connectchurchatl.org or connectsportsatl.org. Give to this endeavor. Be a part of what Connect Church is doing and what Connect Sports is doing. Maybe you're one that says, I know a basketball player, I know a donor who's looking for something great to be a part of. Let them know you know this great ministry in South DeKalb that is truly helping people in our community. And my prayer is that this time next year, we're going to be doing the ribbon cutting of the new C-Dome, the Connect Sports Dome, that's going to be serving our community. And I'll tell you another thing. In the back of our church, we have an apartment complex of about 1,000 units. And in this unkept space behind our church, we typically witness about 100 people that cut through our church to get to a bus stop that's actually in front of our church. And what we quickly realized when we moved to our Covington Highway location is that many people in our community saved themselves a 3-mile walk just by cutting through our church to get to the bus stop in order to get to work, in order to go back and forth to work. Well, if you were walking through our property and our facility, you'll see the dangers of it, the mud, the swamp area, that all could be made into walkable space for these residents to easily get to the bus station. I know some places would be like, let's put a fence up because we don't want them on our property, but that's not the culture or the heart of Connect Sports or Connect Church. We want to serve our community. We want to be an asset to our community. So with building the outdoor basketball courts and the indoor outdoor grass area, we also want to make the space walkable where people are able to easily travel through and get back and forth to work through our pathways at Connect Church. God is good, and we have a bright future ahead of us. And y'all know my motto: you connect to our great God, you'll connect to a greater life. Thank you so much for being a part of our 10-year anniversary event.